Hey everybody, happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody, happy Friday. I'm happy to be here, everybody. Happy Friday to you all. Happy Friday, magnetizing individual that you are. Trust me when I say that. Okay, happy Friday, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well on this Friday evening. All right, I know I am. I'm feeling good. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I'm happy to be here as usual, okay? Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, Marvin. Happy Friday. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, Cami. Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well today, okay? I hope you guys are doing awesome. Hey, Lucky Charm. Nice to see you. Yep, I'm feeling the magnetism. Is that the word? Yeah, you know what I mean. Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, Leno, how are you? I hope I pronounced your name right. Happy Friday, everybody. Hello from New York. Hey, everybody. I'm happy to be here, everybody. I'm so thankful. Thankful for all the support. Thank you very much for all the contributions. Thank you so much for all the insight. I'm so very appreciative of that. It really keeps this community growing. I'm very humbled by it. Very, very thankful. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Hey, from Texas. All right. Thank you for the good vibes, everybody. That's what makes the world go round, right? Trust me. Those good vibes, we need them, you know? Thank you so much. What have you learned? Thank you. Good vibes, everybody. Good vibes for sure, okay? Let's go win, all right? I have a few notes down here because I don't want to get sidetracked because I tend to be a little bit jumpy when I speak. So I do have a few notes here that I want to go off of based off of the subject matter for today, which is you have a magnetizing pull, okay? You have a magnetic type of vibe to you that a lot of people are drawn to. You pull people to you, okay? Don't be surprised when you pull all types of people towards you, even people who you don't want near you, right? Like you tend to draw people in from all walks of life. It doesn't really matter where these people came from or where they're going. When they find you or when they come near you or catch wind of your vibe, they will do anything they can to try to be in your energy, okay? Trust me when I say that. All right? Yeah. Thank you, the dreamer. Thank you. Loving the good vibes, okay? One of the first ways that, or a way that you are having a magnetic pull, right? Or people are drawn to you. A reason why this is so is because you are a free thinker, okay? And the reason why this would have any kind of weight to people being pulled to you or drawn to you is because when people know that you don't think like everybody else, or you're not confined to a box or a certain way of thinking or a certain way of moving or being, that's very attractive. A lot of people, you know, they feel very comfortable and at ease with somebody because they know that you're probably less likely to judge them, okay? You're less likely to judge them. You're more likely to see where they're coming from, even if you don't agree. You know, even if you don't really get down with their ideas or their viewpoints, you're still open enough and you're a free thinker enough to know that, you know what, this person is an individual. That's their viewpoint. That's how they see things. Okay, I'm going to show them that, you know, I'm going to listen to where they're coming from. There's something very magnetizing about this quality to you, the fact that you're a free thinker, okay? Yeah, a rare quality. Being a free thinker is something that not everybody is. That's the bottom line. Not everybody is a free thinker. Not everybody is open to all different possibilities, right? So it's very magnetizing because people know they can sit beside you and talk about anything. And you're going to have a kind of rebuttal that's very open-ended. You're not closed off, you know? You're not somebody who only has one-word answers. You're not somebody who's very vague. You're somebody who thinks big. You're a free thinker. There are no limits to your mind. That's very magnetizing, okay? Very magnetizing. Mm-hmm. And if you guys are wondering what this is a pear drax. Pear drax. It comes from Trinidad. So this drink is really nice. I love it. Yep. Thank you everybody for the good vibes tonight. I'm really happy to be here, okay? So understand that one of the main reasons why you have such a magnetic pull is because you are that type of free thinker. You're open-minded. You're very much like an open book. Nothing is closed off about you. Nothing is you don't have tunnel vision. So people find that very attractive. When they sit beside you, they know that they could say anything and everything, and you're going to listen, and you're going to show interest, and you're going to be invested in what they have to say, even if you don't agree. Like, even if it doesn't align with you, you're still open enough to hear where people are coming from, okay? So that's very attractive. I mean, that's very, you're a very high-spirited person, and it shows when people come and sit next to you, and they feel like, you know what? This person is really limitless. I could say anything. I feel great. I can be myself. When you are a free thinker, people know they can be themselves around you. They don't have to pretend around you because they know you don't pretend. You're very open, okay? Very open. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Exercise, I hear you, huh? Been a long time, right? Hey Nathan, how are you? It's so good for you guys to be here tonight. I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling great. It's wonderful. It's not too hot, okay? I know these wildfires that have been going on. I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm good over here. I hope everybody is doing well where you're at, okay? Definitely. So let me see what else I wrote here. Yeah. So another reason why you have a magnetic pull, or where people find that when they are around you, they feel very open to, they feel very mesmerized by you. They feel really good in your presence. One of the main reasons why, another reason why, is because people know you're very sincere. There is no faking with you. So people know when they talk to you, you have a genuine spirit. You're very cool with it. You don't do too much, but you're always doing something. It's like people know whatever you do, whatever you say, it's sincere. Okay? People know that when you come into the room, there are no gimmicks. Like, you're not trying to put on a show for anybody, because there is no show to put on, because you're just being yourself. That's very magnetizing. People like that, you walk, of course some people are jealous of this, upset about this, rattled by this. But in terms of the magnetizing pull that you've got, trust me when I say that a lot of people really do dig that sincerity that comes off of you. Like, people really dig the fact that, you're being yourself. You entice people to be themselves as well, because you're cool with who you are. You're happy with yourself. You feel good about yourself. You feel confident in yourself. You're honest as well. So when people see that you're honest, they know they can have honest conversations. They don't have to hide who they are, because you don't hide who you are. It's very magnetizing. A lot of people like to know that the person they're talking to is real cool, real honest. They can get along with you because you're a very forthcoming individual. You're sincere. So when they talk to you, you may talk about your endeavors to people. You may talk about your work. You may talk about your family, your children. You may talk about what your aspirations are. And people know when you're talking and when you're expressing yourself and when you talk about what you love to do, that you're very sincere. Like, people know when you speak, you're very articulate as well. So people know that you're not really into the gimmicks. Like, it's kind of like tied into the first one. Like, you don't trick people. You're very sincere. You're honest. People know when you speak, you're very honest. You're very forthcoming. You're very real with it. You're authentic, okay? Trust me when I say that. Yeah. Ain't nobody can dim my light. Right. Yes, Kevin. Right. Hey, PLJ, how are you? Hey, Joshua, how are you? Keeping the high vibes up, right? Yup. Thank you for all the positivity tonight, guys. It's really wonderful. Understand that when people know that you're very sincere, and when people know that you are real, you're authentic, you know who you are. When they talk to you, when you talk to them, you talk with realness. You're not you want people to know that even if, even if I come across in a different way, this is the way that I do. This is how I am. And people can kind of respect that about you. And people know because, maybe they've had a lot of people in their lives who they've not been able to open up to because they know these people around them are more shallow like, more close-minded like. So when they talk to you, they know that you are very sincere. You actually care about what they have to say. You actually give an honest feedback, honest insight. You're not shy. You're not worried about nothing. You tell people what it is and you say it with honesty. Sometimes it will hurt people though as well, because sometimes people are very happy to hear what they want to hear. So people know that when you're sincere and you're honest, you're not trying to move with malice. You're just trying to show them what it is and tell them what it is, and they can respect it even if it hurts them, because they know that you're coming from a good place and they know that you're very sincere, okay? Very, very sincere. Like, they like that about you. It's very magnetizing. They like to have an honest person in their corner. Somebody they can call, somebody they can trust, somebody they can lean on. It's very attractive, okay? Very, very attractive. Yep. Hey, Nadia, how are you? Yep. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. Yeah, Marvin says a simple "how are you" turns into telling you their life story. LOL. Took me a long time to get used to this. Absolutely. I mean, that's what's going to happen when you have this sort of magnetizing energy or qualities about you, right? When people know that you are very honest, when people know that you're very authentic, you're very real, you move your way, you're not really entertaining anybody. You don't pull up on the scene to entertain anyone. You're just doing what you do. And so people feel that there's something that compels them to go next to you. Or you may see somebody looking around, like turning around in a crowd, looking to get somebody's attention, and you're the one they stop. You're the one they want to talk to. You're the one they want to have assistance from or get some help from. In a sea of people, they choose you. This is not a coincidence, okay? This is definitely because these people know that there's something about your vibe that's very magnetizing, very intoxicating even sometimes. And it's like people feel that you have good energy, okay? Good vibes. They feel like they can trust you. You'll talk to them. You will entertain them. Like, you'll answer them. You'll give them an honest answer, even if the honest answer is "I don't know." They know you're sincere with it. It's really crazy, but that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Mm-hmm. Right. But the crazy thing is that when you are authentic and real, some will call you fake and a liar. But they will quickly believe fake people and liars. Right. I mean, how ironic is that? How strange is that? But the reason why this is happening is because we live on a superficial planet where a lot of people like to hear what they want to hear, and they get what they get, and they think it's all cool and clout chasing. And I'm telling you, the media has a lot to do with this. Competition is rampant. A lot of people are competing with the next man and the next woman, and they don't even know what they're competing against or for. So a lot of people, they're attracted to the lies. They're attracted to the fancy words, the nice words, things that make them feel good inside. But the problem is that when it's like when they see you, when they see that you're real and that you're authentic, people don't want to be too quick sometimes to hear where you're coming from, because they feel like nobody's that great. Nobody talks like that. Nobody moves like that. Nobody has that type of insight and has this type of life and talks like that and moves like that. Like, to some people, you're like a puzzle that doesn't make sense. Like, there are missing pieces to them. They don't feel like you fit. It doesn't fit. It doesn't match you. So yeah, both ends of the spectrum for sure. You're going to have people calling you fake, calling you weird, calling you odd, calling you unauthentic. You're not a real one. But because you're too real, you're too awesome, you're too great, you know a lot. So, this is why some people can't handle that, because they're around a lot of fake. They thought you were one too. And so when they see that you don't match that, you are not that, you are out, you do your own thing. So, people will get pretty vexed. It depends on the person, Yep. Reality, how are you? Yeah, ML says authentic people are too good to be true for some people. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yep. Yep. Right. What have you learned said they envy you for who you are. Right. Like these people don't like you. Sometimes they don't like you. Sometimes they don't really, they envy that you love yourself or you're confident in yourself. Sometimes it's really crazy. But sometimes people think you live such a mediocre life or you're such a mediocre person. This is what they think of you. It's not accurate, but it's what they think of you. They think that you're so mediocre that they would be embarrassed if they were you. Or some people feel like, oh, it couldn't be me. The way she moves couldn't be me. The way he acts couldn't be me. But they know that you're going higher than everybody else of your class, okay? They know this. But it's like, in their minds, they're very afraid to be their authentic self. They have to accuse you of being fake to hide their inadequacy, their feelings of inadequacy, okay? It gets really dark depending on who you're dealing with. Right. Empowered Educator says your righteousness naturally attracts blessings your way. Yep. Prince says, good evening, good people. Hey, Prince. Hey, Chicago. How are you? I hope everybody's doing nice tonight. I'm happy to be here. Very happy to be here. Loving the vibes. LJ says, people seem too scared to see the truth, but it doesn't faze me anymore. I'm just me and honest and not being something I'm not to please some completely corrupt sheep. I feel you. I feel you. And I had to learn that too, LJ? I had to learn to stop trying to appease these people out here because these people are envious anyway. How are you going to appease somebody who's jealous of you? There is no appeasing these people because no matter what you do, they're going to try to figure out a way to destroy you. I had to stop that. It actually was hurting me, like trying to appease these people and putting myself on the back burner. That's the worst thing you could do. But I was doing that diligently, like it was a chore. And there was no shame. I would just do it like doing homework, trying to make people feel happy for me, trying to see the best in me. I had to see the best in myself. Like I had to see my worth. These people out here who are jealous, who are angry, who feel like they lost the train, like they lost a chance to be great, which is false. They could still be great. They could still move right. But it's because these people see you living your best life right now. So some of these people are big time haters, okay? They see you finally living your best life, so they feel some type of way. And so, maybe in the past you used to appease these people. You used to try your hardest to get admiration from these folks. I was very much in that sort of category, And I'm not ashamed to say it because that's just what it was. I was very, very, very much a people pleaser. But these are the same people who would spit on me, talk all types of crazy smack, take things from right under me, diss me, all right, try to pin people against me, triangulation, It's like now I had to stop that. I had to stop because I knew who I was. I knew what it was. I knew that I made a lot of mistakes, said a lot of things I shouldn't have said, did a lot of things I shouldn't have did. I learned the lessons. Now it's time to move right. And of course, people are going to be jealous about that, Very jealous. They're going to be upset, Nadia says, too many are in secret competition. Absolutely. Hi, Ethan. I hope you're doing well. LJ, you're from the UK. That's really cool. I like that. The UK is dope. Well, I've never been there, but I've heard things. I've heard it's really cool over there. All right, so trust me. That magnetization, that energy that you have, that pull that you have, you definitely, effortlessly, like sometimes when you're chilling, you're not even doing too much. You're bringing people towards you, and there's a lot of reasons why. Let me get into another one that I have written here. Yeah, you're confident. You're confident, okay? You're confident. That is one of the reasons why you draw people to you, is because of your confidence. People are obviously going to misconstrue your confidence for arrogance. So when you walk into the room and you're looking around, you're looking at people in their eyes, you're not looking down, you're not shifting your eyes, you're not nervous, you're not worried, you know who you are. You're walking into the room, you're shaking hands, you're hugging people, you're greeting people, your eyes are twinkling, like your smile is very bright. So people know that it's real. People know that you're confident. You're not shy for nobody, for nothing. You're not hiding yourself. You're not worried about what the next man or the next woman is thinking about you. You pull up on the scene and you're showing who you are. You're very confident. They know this. Of course, this is going to be very magnetic to a lot of people. It's like, I want to sit with her. I want to sit with him. They look very friendly. It's like something about your confidence is very welcoming as well. Because if it was arrogance, it would be off-putting. But because it's not arrogance and it's more of this sort of like natural confidence, this natural knowing, you know, that you know who you are and you're smiling and you're humble with it as well. So of course people are going to want to be next to you. People are going to want to talk to you, shake your hand, ask you about who you are. What do you do for a living? You know, what are your interests, right? Because you generate interest. A lot of people, especially your haters, you know, they'll think that, you know, by ignoring you or by making you feel some type of way that people are going to turn away from you. But what ends up happening actually is an adverse effect where people actually start, you know, being more interested, more invested in whatever it is that you're doing, okay? When you walk into the room and you show your confidence, you show that you know what you are, who you are, where you're going, what you're going to do. Wherever you're at is not what it is, you know, like you're entertaining a space. People know when you leave, you're still doing right. You're still going up. So it's not like you are, you know, like these people think that, some people may think that they're the end all for you. That if you show up to their event or you show up to their place or if you go to their work, like you work at some certain place, that makes you. Or like that is you, that is your identity. But of course not, because if you leave, if you exit, party's over, right? So trust me when I say, listen, magnetizing pull, that magnetic pull, a lot of times comes from your confidence, okay? It comes from the fact that you know who you are. It comes from the fact that you know what you're dealing with. People can't touch you. People know when you look at them, it's, you know, you're smiling. You're exuberant. You know, people can't take that from you. People can't dim your light even if they wanted to. You know, they have to bask in your light. They have to share the room with you. They can't even, they can try to duck, dive, dip, you know what I mean? Thinking about that movie Dodgeball, dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. You know, I probably butchered that, but you know what I mean. It's like people can try to do all these maneuvers and they're still going to be in your light. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. Prince says, this world conditions us to put people in boxes. So when they don't stay within the confines of our expectations, some get bothered. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. You know? And that's the problem here, is that when people feel like they're in a box and people, and they know like it's very, people, you know, people know that you're not in a box. You know, when people are in a box, there's no convincing them. Like if they're stuck in their ways, there's only so much you can do to help these people. It's the confident people who know who they are. They're humble, they're sincere, they're honest, they're open-minded, they're free thinkers. These people could never be in a box. A box could not contain this type of individual, you know. The bottom line is people know that your magnetic pull has to do a lot with your energy. It has to do a lot with your spirit. It has to do a lot with how you move, right? The fact that you don't move like everybody else because you have space to move. You know, you have a vast mind. You're not limited. You're limitless. And that's the magic about you. That's the beautiful thing about your spirit, is that nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you how to move. Even if they used to in the past, they can't do that anymore, you know? So it's great. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Keys of David. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Yeah, the dreamer says we're so magnetic that people are highly aware of it. And some feel some type of way because they secretly want it for themselves. I mean, like, that is so accurate, right? That is so accurate. But the thing about it is that not everybody was made the same, right? Not everybody was crafted the same. And understand that the magnetic people, whether you like it or not, you're going to stand out. You're going to stand out. Whether or not you try not to, or, dumbing yourself down will never work, because your true nature will always shine through. Your true spirit will always come to the surface, okay? Don't hide yourself. Don't dumb yourself down for nobody, no man, no woman to feel comfortable in your presence. Because if they don't feel comfortable, they can leave. You stay, you thrive. Why should you dumb yourself down to make somebody else smile? Or to make somebody else feel good, feel confident? But the confidence, it's not confidence, it's a power trip. A lot of people are trying to make you feel low about yourself, and people are going to try to make you feel like you're doing too much, when you're just doing what you do. You are who you are. You are a free thinker who can't be rattled. You're a person who lives your full truth. You're a person who cannot be touched, and people can't really stop that. They're going to try to dumb you down. Live your best life, for sure. Live your best life. Yeah, yep. Mike says they run because they can't hang. Right. Exactly. Right. Prince says what really bothers them is when they do figure out it's your light, and they can't mimic that because it is authentic and from source. The envy is activated. I mean, come on, It's so true. Very true. Yep. Ethan says limitless. Right. Don't settle, Don't settle. Don't settle. Don't dumb yourself down for anybody, because that's what they want. They want you to be dumbed down. They want you to be put right back in that box where they feel they're at. A lot of people project. A lot of people are in a box and maybe long to be out of the box, but can't come out of the box because they're very concerned about the repercussions of doing this. But you're not worried. You're free. And that's what a lot of people envy, but at the same time are very magnetized. They're very much like enthralled by this, Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah, the dreamer says, yeah, I agree. A lot of people project heavily and don't realize that we see right through it. Right? I mean, there are no tricks here. No one, people think they may be tricking you, but all they're doing is exposing themselves, because you see everything. You are the light, and you expose them. So what they think they might be doing to you, the dirt they think they might be putting on you, all you're doing is clearing it away. And you're just okay, what's next? Because you know what it is. You know what it is, okay? People can't touch you. They cannot trick you, you're doing well. Keep doing what you guys are doing. This is really about the fact that you do have an impact on those around you, okay? People feel you. People feel you where you're coming from. People know that you're real, okay? People know that you do not play games. You are done playing the game. This is not Hasbro, all right? I mean, you don't play games. You don't move. You move right. You're doing your own thing, okay? Keep doing what you guys do. Don't fall into that vicious trap that I was in. Trying to appease people, trying to make people feel better about themselves by making myself feel worse. I mean, those days are gone. Gone. It's I have to rebuild a lot of parts of my life, because a lot of parts have been broken. A lot of parts have been depleted. A lot of parts have been tarnished, a lot of bad things, And so it takes a while to rebuild what used to be a foundation, different foundations of different facets of your life. Sometimes you have to take the time to rebuild before you can even think about tackling whatever it is that you want to do, Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Exactly. All right, so let's go into another. Do I have any more here? Let's see here. Yeah. People like your people. You have a pull, a magnetic pull to you, because you're wise, because you're smart. Because you're very intelligent. You're very knowing, And that is very attractive because people like to learn. Learning is really fun and really cool. And when you come into the room and you have a lot to share, you have a lot of insight to share, especially unfounded information that they've never heard anybody talk about, never heard anybody say, or at least the way you're conveying it is coming across very different from how maybe they've heard somebody else say it. This is very intoxicating to a lot of people. A lot of people really like how you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of insight, and you're not afraid to share it. You're very bold, you're very knowing, you're very confident in what you know. You're very wise. You sit there and not only are you a teacher, but you're also a student as well. People like how you're able to bounce off them and in the best way possible, in the most positive way possible. You can teach, but in the same sentence, be open to be taught. That's very cool. That's really awesome that you have that quality. So a lot of people know that you're not really stush like that. You know you don't know everything, but you know you're wise, you know you're smart, you know things, right? So when people come around you, when you walk in the room and you're sharing ideas, this may be prevalent in the workplace as well, or if you're an entrepreneur, you're training your team, whatever it might be, you're willing to hear other people's side of the story. You're willing to hear what other people's ideas are. And even if you don't enact those ideas, even if you don't do anything with it, you're hearing where people are coming from. I mean, people really respect that about you. And it's very calming as well because people know they don't have to be afraid to say anything to you, but there are going to be people who feel like they cannot have an intelligent conversation with you because they think you are too much. You're vibrating too high, you know too much. So they feel a little bit small when they come near you. That's why a lot of times when you are trying to have a conversation with your people, these people can't really converse back. They can't really keep up with you. The conversation will turn stale very quickly. And it's like you're talking to yourself because some people aren't open to talking about what you're trying to talk about. You talk very deep, you speak deeply, you go deeply into various subjects. You're not willing to just stay shallow here or stay surface level, right? You go deeper. And this is enticing, but also a threat for a lot of people. But it is very magnetizing, staying on topic here. It's very magnetizing when people know they're talking to somebody who knows a lot. They know what they're talking about. They know that you're very well educated. They don't know where you're learning this from, though. People feel like, where'd you learn that from? Who taught you that? Who said that? Some people will even question what you know, even if it's common knowledge. Even if it's something that's not even unknown. People will question, how do you know that? Some people will think that you're not actually as intelligent as you are. So when you share knowledge that you have, some people are kind of put back by the fact that you knew this or that you have a wide range of knowledge about a specific subject. They're like, you knew that? How did you know that? Because these people are very superficial, so what they see doesn't match what you know. That's why it's never good to judge a book by its cover because you never really know what people know. You never really know how deep someone's mind goes, okay? The looks is not everything. The appearance is not everything. The material wealth is not everything. Sometimes you got to have a real conversation, sit beside somebody and see what they're really like. And you will learn that, what they are, what comes to your eyes is not all that it is, Mm-hmm. Yeah, Empowered Educator says, I'm learning to accept compliments. Right, Prince says, we sometimes forget we are here to enlighten each other, to grow each other, to make each other better, instead of trying to one-up another, right? Right. Exactly. Yep. Right, yeah, Marvin says, some try to force the intellectual convo to the point where it's cringe, hearing it coming from their mouths. Right, I know what you mean. Yep. Right, self-love says, anything will be twisted against you by haters at your expense. And they want you to think that appeasing them is key to your future. It isn't. Learned it the hard way too. It was very painful. And hear where you're coming from. You know, it's like people are not even on your level but want you to prove your worth to them. How does that work? I've dealt with that as well, self-love, so I know exactly where you're coming from. It's just a strange circumstance where people are not even moving. They're not moving. But they want you to prove where you're moving to, where you're going to. Are you worthy enough to go where you're going? But they're stuck. But they're stagnant. But they have no ideas coming through, okay? And it's not to diss them or shame them or belittle them. This is what they've been trying to do to you. You know, they're trying to question your path and question where you're going, have the audacity to make you or have you prove yourself to them, and they have nothing to show. You know, so, you know, I know how that is to break that vicious cycle of having to appease people who are always going to have something to say. People are always going to have something to say negative because it's you. And you're the magnetic one, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Empowered Educator says, my work speaks for itself. Like you literally don't have to say nothing to these people. Nothing at all. What do you really have to say? I'm telling you, when you're a magnetic person who has a magnetic pull, who has an undeniable presence when you walk into any room, it could be any space, okay? It could be the library and the librarian's looking at you, okay? It's like, don't you have books to scan? I'm telling you, no place is exempt. You know, no place, no person. Your own people are, you know, magnetized by you as well. You know, some people just look at you like they're looking at you for the first time, but they've known you your whole life. You know, so I know those types of energies. It's very bizarre, but it confirms what it is. Sometimes people are just realizing now how magnetic you truly are, how captivating you really are, how broad-minded you really are, how you know a lot, how you're very authentic. It's oftentimes when you're not around anymore. Wow, like he was real, like he really meant that. He really did that. She meant what she said. She was looking out. Yeah, she was real. She could hold a conversation. It was me who couldn't. People realize that afterwards when it's too late, when you're still elevating and they can't reach you, you know? So I'm telling you, your magnetism is felt. It's a pull. And you draw people in. People feel you. People feel you sometimes before you pull up. Like they just know you're coming. They know it's you. That's around the corner. They feel you, you know? So yeah. Trust me. Mm-hmm. They feel you. You know, they can pretend like they don't, or people, they want to, some people, of course, they're going to try to fight the magnetism. They're going to try to fight how you make them feel. They're going to fight how you're changing the face of that room. You're changing the way the room feels. Sometimes when you walk in, the room feels light. But sometimes when you walk in the room gets heavy. It depends on the people that are in that space. And sometimes your presence is very triggering. As much as you are magnetizing, your presence is triggering people, so it's heavy. You know, the conversations that were happening, they're not happening anymore because you walked in the room, right? Or sometimes if you walk into a room, people are like, oh my gosh, like they're dropping things to come galloping over to see you and hug you and greet you. It depends on who's in the room, right? But understand, no matter what room you walk into, be yourself at all times. You will trigger people with your magnetizing, you know, vibe, okay? You will trigger people this way. But you will also have people enamored this way. Sometimes borderline obsessed, okay? So all you have to do is make sure that you're continuing to move the way that you want to move. Because regardless of how these people feel about you in these spaces, in these places, in these connections, you got to still be real to the bone. Stay real, stay true. Don't do what I did, trying to appease people out here who don't care like that. They don't care, I'm telling you. They want to see you beg. They want to see you, seek their approval. Because it makes them feel powerful to see you, wanting their sort of like, you want their thoughts. You want to prove yourself to them. Don't do what I did. It's damaging. It's very, very damaging, and it lasts for years sometimes, where you're trying to prove to people that you are worthy. But deep down, you know you're worthy, so you don't have to prove it to them. Why? These people will turn around and spit on you sometimes. And all the while, you're trying to prove to them that you're worthy. These people will snake you tomorrow. You got to be very mindful. Do things that you want to do in this lifetime. Don't try to appease the next man or the next woman. When you walk in the room, people know who you are, and that's all that there is to it. You don't have to prove this, prove that, show this, show that, have receipts. No. Don't do all that. Just be you, just be true, and everything will come to you. Trust me. Everything is going to come to you. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Joshua says they know you are very intelligent. They just hate having to admit it. You know? It's really cringe, isn't it? Where people can't just say what it is. Yeah, you're smart, you know. Yeah, you're cool. I like that idea. It's like they gotta like, It's like pulling teeth to get compliments from certain people, right? Your own people, though. You know, we can't really expect much from strangers out here who we don't really know. But imagine your own people. It's like pulling teeth. Like you can't really get nothing from them. You can't get them to like see your point of view, or that's why we have to fall back from that sort of appeasing vibe, you know, these appeasing ways. Fall back from that. It's not worth it. They don't care. They love that. We're giving them power this way. You know, we give them a lot of leverage this way. And they know deep down while you're trying to appease them that you don't need to be appeased. They know they know what you are, who you are. They just love to see you beg, you know. I fell for that, so I lived in that. That's what it was. Not anymore. I go my own way. Mhm. Right. What have you learned says, I am very aware now after so many years of having haters and fake friends following me, spying on me, and watching my every move, like we become celebs and they paparazzi, right? Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. What have you learned says, I used to always try so hard to explain myself and give them so many chances, forgive and forgive. Now I'm on my own, cut the cord and let them go. Yep. I love that. I really do. I really do. I was a type of person as well that would just over explain everything. Having to over explain, having to like, oh, you know, sorry, saying sorry for things I didn't even do, saying sorry for things that they did. You know, it's like so backwards how these people will condition you. They will condition you and make you do what they say and make you feel like it was you and it was really them. Having to, you know, make things right with people who did the dirt on you. How does that work? So many times, I can't count on my fingers and toes how many times I've been in a situation like that, where I'm the person having to rectify a situation another party started. It doesn't make sense. And so that's why I don't move this way where I have to like appease these people, make it right. Listen, if you made it wrong with me, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. I don't have to rectify nothing. Because the bottom line is, if I've been good to you, if I've been cool with you, if I've given you good vibes, I'm telling you, so many people I can think of from the top of my head, you know, that move weird now because they see me as a person who doesn't go their way. So I'm telling you, I know exactly what this is. Understand that people are going to try to make you feel bad about being yourself. And they want you to have to conform and apologize, but say sorry for who you are, try to dumb you down and make you feel like you're not really the person you say you are, you're an imposter, all these sort of crazy things, right? The bottom line is never apologize for who you are, especially when you know you're a good person. Especially when you know that you're righting your wrongs, you're doing better now, you're on the path to reform, you're not moving wrong, you're moving right, you're doing all the right things. You're being great, you're in your power, you're in your purpose now. So that's different. People got to respect that. If they don't want to respect that, then they got to be on their merry way. You can't carry everybody with you. You have your own torch to carry. You can't carry other people's burdens. That's their burdens. They got to deal with that. The onus is on them to take care of their state of affairs. You cannot help everybody, okay? So just be yourself and do what you guys do. And that's when you will flourish. You will feel yourself literally breathe better, sleep better, when you're not carrying the burdens and the shame of other people or of the past. You'll just sleep better. Now, I'm not a sleep doctor. I mean, if you really do have sleep complications here, there are definitely physicians for that. But what I'm saying is, if you're very stressed out about a situation to where it's disrupting your day-to-day life, and it's all it takes is a block, a delete. All it takes is a removal from a situation or a removal from a job. If you know this is what it takes and you'll feel better about yourself, then try to find the way to get that going so that you don't feel so bad, so you feel good, you feel great, you feel optimistic, Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, what have you learned? Thank you. Thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate it. I'm happy that you guys are here. I'm loving it. Let's see where we at for the time. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely be coming off at the 1 hour mark. That's no problem. I'm loving the vibes, guys. I'm loving the vibes. Loving the vibes. It's wonderful. Just had to put that one out there. Yep. Yeah, Ethan says, I am a good person and they know it. They try gaslighting you to take you off track. No way, right? A lot of gaslighting vibes are going to come out, and they're going to come out in full force when people are going to try to trick you into thinking that actually you're the person that did this, or you heard wrong, you're thinking wrong, that's not what they meant, that's not what they said. Almost everything you guys have dealt with here, I have dealt with, or even still dealing with to this day. People still trying me, probably people still trying you. People who don't get the clue, they're not getting the hint that you don't want to deal with them. You don't want to deal with their mess, their mayhem, Creating a distance definitely helps. Creating a distance and letting people know by that distance that you're not willing to take on whatever that is, will definitely help you and eventually help them see that, these efforts here, these anger fueled attacks that they put on you or try to put you in is only going to put them in a losing position. You're still going to go up anyway. So what they're doing here is not going to bring them anything. Right. Self-love says, your life is like their Netflix subscription, right? I mean, like, what is that? Or Tubi. It's like, it's crazy. It's really like Tubi, because think about it, Tubi is free, So people are like tuning into your life, and it's like limitless what they really delve into. They're going deep. There's no money attached. I mean, like, I'm telling you, people, you live in people's minds rent free, And it's like, you can't escape all these people, it seems. Like, you may be away from these people, but to them, you're still around, even when you're not around, because you live up here in their minds, and they can't stop thinking about you, They can't stop thinking about you, but they hate you, though, right? I mean, make that make sense. You have a hold on people, even when you're not even around these people. You have a hold, you have a pull on these individuals to where even when you don't see them no more, maybe you haven't seen them in years, okay? Maybe years have elapsed, and these people are still hung on you. Why? Because you're magnetizing for all these reasons that I've listed tonight, You're a free thinker, all right? You're free-spirited, you're open-minded, you're very intelligent, you're very confident, right? That's unforgettable. These are unforgettable qualities because these are qualities that, let's be honest here, not a lot of people, like it's like the thing about it is that anybody can be any of these things, but the truth of the matter is that because you're a different type of person harboring these qualities, right? So it's a whole different ball game here when it comes to you. You're a different person making a different impact and you possess these qualities. Understand that when you walk into the room, people see all these things right away. All it takes is for you to sit down and look their way and open your mouth, and they get more. They get a little bit more about who you are as a person. They know. They know. And you're going to trigger people this way, but you're going to really, have people really in love with you, intoxicated by you, very much focused on you, pinpointing everything, giving you their attention. This is what they're going to do. Right. Yeah, Nadia says so true. Jealous haters can't handle us, right? Because you're not controllable, Nadia. You're not controllable. That's why these haters hate. And that's why they lurk as well. Because they couldn't control you, so now they have to watch you. That's all they can. That's what they resort to. They feel that's their only option here. Yeah, Prince says it's like the movie Matrix. And shout out to Keanu Reeves, right? You are chosen, and anyone who isn't tapped in can be used by the enemy to attack you. It don't be them for real. It be the bad spirit working through them. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Hey T, what's going on with you? Right, Kevin says we move in positivity, right? And Kevin, I saw that track you sent, so I'm going to listen to that track later on, okay? I'll let you know what I think. Thank you for sharing that. Yup. Marvin says, yeah, self-love, they binge watching, right? Right. Exactly. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is dope. Like, honestly, he really is. He's always been such a very versatile, humble actor as well. Very humble, it seems. Right. Mobile Mom says they envy you for being a good person. You can't win for losing with these haters. Right. Like, no matter what you do, good, you do great, they hate. You do bad, they're having a party. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like that's why this appeasing thing is not worth it. Because no matter what you do, these people will watch you, they will hate, they will talk, they'll spit on you, they'll diss you, they'll take stuff from you, they'll steal from you, they'll cheat on you. I mean, people do all types of crazy things. But they know that when you're out of there, when you're out of the building, you are still elevating and they're still in whatever spot that they're in. Whatever tactics they tried to put on you came back to them. Keep vibrating very high. Your blessings are on the way. Keep vibing very, very high and thinking highly of yourself as well. And understand that not everybody, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I had to learn that. A lot of people shame me because they're like, Andrea, you talk too much. You do too much. That's one complaint I always hear about me, Andrea. You just talk too much. You never stop talking. You're a motor mouth. But the thing I always say is like, at least I talk with substance though. Like a lot of people can't keep up with a conversation with you because they don't talk about nothing special. They don't talk about nothing deep. So when people try to diss me and say, oh, you talk a lot, I say I talk with substance though. Let's have a conversation. They don't want to have a conversation because the deep waters are threatening to them. And they know that when I talk, I really go into it. And some people, because they live very shallow lives, very surface level lives, making sure they look the part, but not really nurturing up here, I can't go into it with these people. So they think they're dissing me, but I know who I am, so it's different. It's different. They can't really say nothing about it. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. You can never talk too much. Thank you. Right. Yeah, reality says caterpillars can't understand butterfly talk. I like that. I like that. Thank you, Prince. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, right. Yeah, Brian, nice to see you. You said haters are your number one fans, right? I mean, that's how they move. They move like fans, but they try to paint the picture that they don't like you, though. I'm telling you from now, I'm not going to invest so much time and so much energy and watch somebody so heavy that I swear I can't stand. So these haters, they have some explaining to do. They got some explaining to do because it doesn't make much sense. Why do you watch so much if you can't stand who I am? Watch somebody you do like. Invest in something you do like, but they stay watching you, right? Because they do actually like you, or you have qualities like what I've listed tonight and many more. You have qualities about you that they actually really dig. It's just because it's you and they don't have it, and it's problematic for them. It's very problematic. Thank you. Thank you so much, Drippy. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Right. Yup. Guys, thank you so much for being here on this live. Time goes really fast, and I've been really enjoying it. I want to say thank you very much to those who have generously donated tonight for the super chats. Thank you so much who have actually been contributing through PayPal as well. That's so kind of you. I really thank you for that. Thank you for everybody here tonight that's been contributing to the live stream here through the comments. We got Debbie, we got Ansi, we got Dorothy, we got Diamond, Crushi, I hope I'm saying your name right, Nikia, What Have You Learned podcast, ASMR Drippy, Empowered Educator, Ethan, Self-Love, Marvin, Prince, Rebel Zal, Reality, Kevin, okay, LJ Bridges, yup, Carl Hannon, Brian T, The Dreamer, Mobile Moms, Nadia. It's always good to see you guys. Self-love, It's always good. Ethan. Listen, it's been awesome to see you guys here tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the live that was about the fact that you do have a magnetic pull. You do have qualities about yourself that people are enamored by. And when you walk into any space, people can feel these things about you. Understand that it's always best to stay humble, and you don't have to do too much. All you got to do is be yourself and go down your rightful path. Everything's going to come your way. Everything's going to work out for you, okay? Everything. Everything. Yeah. Loving the vibes. Loving the vibes. Joshua, yes. Sorry, Joshua. I forgot to mention ML as well. Yeah. Right. Thanks for the vibes. Prince, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the high vibes tonight. I really loved it. I love being here, all right? You guys are awesome. This community is very great. You guys are teaching me a lot of things. And, I really love it. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping to do a lot more, bring a lot more content to you guys. And just keep pushing it, keep going, because this is my life's purpose. This is what I like to do. This is what I love to do. I was always running wild, doing things that is like just fillers in life, just life fillers, not really doing what I really wanted to do. Sometimes you get pulled back in, you get pulled back in, you get saved, and it's like, now you know what you must do. Now you know what you have to dedicate your time to. And that's how I feel about being here on YouTube, honestly. I really love it. I respect all of you guys so very much. I love the love. I love the appreciation. All the comments as well is very enriching. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so very much. Love the vibes, okay? Love the vibes. It's great. Keep vibrating high, all right, guys? You're magnetizing, all right? All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream right now. Once again, thank you so very much for every single person here who has been here. It's been awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I love spending my Friday evenings with you guys here, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. Keep elevating, keep going up, keep pushing it, you know? Don't stop. Like I said, you're limitless, so there's no reason why you should stop, you know? Sky is the limit for you, okay, guys? Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, all right? Thank you. Bye.